Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, my dear Saggies, what we're going to do this week is we are going to look at the mask they wear, not yours. We looked at yours last week. We looked at everybody's mask last week. We all looked at ourselves real closely. And now we're going to look outside of ourselves a little bit. So, I don't know who they are to you. It could be someone that you just met, somebody that you've had an ongoing situation or relationship. It could be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, father, sibling, work colleague. I don't know. That's what makes it so interesting. Now, a heads up. So I'm going to keep using it. I started it yesterday. Isn't that funny? After the pre-shuffle, I swear to God, this is the same card that was at the bottom when I went to use this for Scorpio yesterday. Anyways, so you have that at the bottom. The Dark Mirror Oracle deck. I'm going to use the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, and then I have the Fountain Tarot. I have my Karma cards. I have my Energy Oracle deck, and then I have a couple of teeny tiny tarot decks. Because you know what, this is interesting. It's a little more of a challenge to read a person outside of you that I'm finding that it is to read like you. So that's why I have so many tools at hand right now. So we're going to get started. Now, I also want to say that the Dark Mirror Oracle cards, they're pretty deep and even, dark messages. So we're, I guess, in a way looking more at a shadow side of your person. And I think I'll probably do that with you guys too at some point. I think next week I'm going to do career and finances, to be honest. But yeah, I think at some point we'll all look at ourselves with these cards. So right now we're looking at them, who they really are, the mask they wear. So let's get started. It is general. Because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. All right, Sagittarius, the mask they wear. So first we're going to ask who they really are, then the mask they hide behind, why they hide their true selves, how this affects your relationship, and advice for you, outcome if you follow the advice. Who they really are, alone in the world. Oh, wow. Now, okay, I have little cheat sheets because the tiny little messages that the author has created with each one of these cards is really cool and significant. So, in solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty healthy. It seems pretty healthy. This person, so for whatever reason, is kind of alone in the world. Maybe it's just circumstances. Maybe they didn't really have a big family. Maybe friendships kind of come and go. This person might be a little bit unique and different. Or, I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons. But this person, who they really are, they are somebody who often does stand in solitude. And maybe that's just something significant right now, because I'm reading the energy right now. So it doesn't mean that this is that person all the time, their entire life. This is written in their chart and that's never going to change. I mean, maybe, but maybe not. I'm just reading the energy right now. So, but in solitude, I may shine. So I feel like this person is also kind of recognizing the importance of being on their own at times and having their own sovereignty. You know, it's kind of funny, like this is the kind of energy that I would see in Sagittarius too, because Sagittarius, a little bit of a lone wolf just in terms of, you know, having a direction for yourself and wanting to follow it. So this person might mirror you. I'm really trying not to pick up your energy. I did run into that with Libra where there was a lot of mirroring. But anyways, I'm not really picking that. It's just a trait that, you know, I think Sagittarius appreciates their space. So I think this person is kind of the same in that way. And then when they do that, they probably ground themselves. They re-energize themselves. They become, maybe they just go through some sort of emotional or intellectual or spiritual development in those times that they feel they want to be on their own. This person is very independent. I mean, to shine when you're on your own, that takes a lot of strength, and it takes a lot of courage. So this is a pretty good card. So the mask they hide behind, is this me? Ooh, wow. What number is that? Number 4. Is this me? I cannot recognize myself, but I'm still me. Ooh, this person is going through a transformation, and they're doing it, I would say, in a fairly healthy way, because they're taking alone time to do this. They are taking alone time to do this. They're also learning to recognize themselves, perhaps, before they come out and they really present themselves to the world. Wanting to be authentic, I would say. Wanting to be authentic in how they present. Because you can't really be authentic in how you present if you don't know who you are. Or you're digging through some stuff, or you're trying to find a part of yourself, perhaps it was lost a long time ago, or connect with pieces of yourself that you've never connected with. Is this really me? Oh, but now wait a second. Okay, so I see how this is developing. I do want to say the mask that they hide behind, I think this person actually has, I feel like there's some sort of completion in this process. The mask they hide behind, like they're not really sure who they are. Now, this is interesting too. I think they are, I think at this point now they are. If this person has been taking some time to self-reflect, I think they're getting pretty close to knowing who they are, but the rest of the world might still be thinking, well, I think they're still figuring that shit out. I don't think they figured that out yet. I think they have. Now, this is really interesting because this person looks very rebellious, right? I'm a little bit goth, very rebellious. It's kind of sexy in a dark way. So is this me? I don't know. This person might be a bit of an energy or a shapeshifter too. They might be mutable, so they might be a mutable sign. Where are the mutable signs? I know Pisces is. Oh, Lord. Virgo. Virgo must be, because Capricorns, yeah, they're a cardinal. Aquarius? Pisces? Are you mutable? You must be mutable. Yeah, you must be mutable. Because Aries is, okay. So I feel like this person is reflective of you. Like, you know, and I think mutable is really great because you can move into different situations and be able to, you know, exercise yourself through them and be fairly successful. But that also might leave people kind of wondering who you really are. And who are you? How do you do that? Well, you seem like you were this person over here. And now this week over with this group, you're this person. I am many things. So maybe this person is many things. Why they hide their true selves. Okay, so let me establish first what I feel, because I've said a lot. So let me just make it really short and sweet. Who this person really is someone who spends a lot of time on their own, and in that they find strength. I feel like they have been they do this also to work through periods of self-discovery. I feel like they have gone through that period and they're kind of completing it. But to the rest of the world, they look like I don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. The rest of the world, it looks like they're still asking this question. Okay, so why they hide their true selves? I won't cry for you. Oh, well, that's a really interesting card. Number 22. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created, not just found. Holy shit, who's this person is really healthy. Right? What do people often say? I need to find my closure. I need to find my closure. This person is saying, I need to create closure for myself. I need to look at it. I need to address it. And I need to make it happen. That's what they hide their true self. I don't know who this is, Sagittarius, but I would say that I feel like this person is pretty healthy. This is a really great energy. This person is, too, in this picture, this person is crying tears of blood. And they're holding a little drop, like a little vial of blood. It's almost like this person, so why they hide their true selves, I think they've been purging. I think they've been purging a lot of emotions. I think that they are taking, control over their life. instead of just waiting for closure to happen. I feel like this person is actively involved in creating closure. Now, so far with the cards that come out, I don't see that this person is, you know, trying to distract themselves or go in a different direction and say, I've closed that, because they're isolating. How this affects your relationship? Today for tomorrow. I'm going to let this card. Today for tomorrow. Hope is in the present. It is also the brick that we use to build our future. So they are very much living in the present, and it's creating, I think, the possibility of a really good future for you with this person. Today for tomorrow. This person has even sacrificed today for tomorrow. Like, I just get that statement as well, very strongly there. It's curious, like they're looking, it's the fact that they look like two twins, that seems like very Gemini energy. Oh, that's interesting. Because Gemini also represents in the zodiac like soulmate, siblings, all that kind of energy. Looking for your soulmate, right? Like the Lover's card. So there might be some sort of soulmate connection with you and this person. But okay, now outside of that though, the other thing that I get is like it's two sides of this person, and they're slowly letting go. They're slowly letting go of a part of them that once was, which is right now in the present. Advice for you, perchance to dream. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I'm going to say this, and it's coming through in a really 3 degrees of separation. So my lovely, lovely friend San, who I still haven't been able to meet. I hope we're going to meet one day, from San's Tarot. I only pop in once in a while to read, to do her readings. And, well, really anybody, we only have so much time, but, so I wasn't aware of it, but apparently, so when I did a collective reading a couple days ago, this card came out in it. And one of the things that I was really drawn to was the fact that this person looked like they were holding this other person kind of back. And it was about sleep paralysis. And in my message, I actually still haven't gone to see what San said. I'm really curious. I should go to see that. But in my message, it had to do with, like, if you wake up and you're feeling a sleep paralysis, it's actually a sign for you to relax into it and go back into sleep, because you're going to pick up your dream where you left it off. Like the dream, perchance to dream. So funny, because I noticed in the comments that people said, oh, that's crazy that you're talking about sleep paralysis. San just did that in her Sagittarius reading. And here you are, Sagittarius. That's really weird. So, but let me read what this says to you. If I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. Advice for you. Now, you keep working on your healing. And I would suggest, if you're drawn to it, to go see San's from San Tarot, her Sagittarius reading. Because that's really uncanny how that came around. And two, I mean, I want to say, if you do experience any sleep paralysis, relax into it. Know that you are safe, and it's just a way of the universe communicating to you to go back to sleep. This is not the time to get up. And wow, even that, there's some symbolism of this. If I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have gone. Allow yourself rest. Allow yourself rest. Don't push yourself right now. Allow yourself to recover and recuperate in any way that you need to. There's obviously some sort of pain that you are working through as well. This person is working through a shitload of pain. I would say a shitload of pain, a shitload of, there almost is a sense of perhaps like leaving a part of oneself behind. Really, and that's been coming up quite a bit in the mask that everybody wears readings. The North Node, like going into perhaps new soulmate contracts. This person's doing the work. So your advice here right now is to continue to rest. Maybe even not push this. If this is a new relationship with someone, like, don't push it. If this is a relationship that you've had with someone for quite a while and there is some distance going on, and I could see that because who they really are, they are alone in the world. They're kind of doing their work. So you do your work. And your work seems to be, like, the advice is to rest. If you allow yourself to rest, if you allow yourself to heal, in due time, most wounds do heal, right? So there's kind of that advice for you. I think we'll all go check out Sam's reading now. I'm really curious. Okay, outcome if you follow the advice. Obsession. What is this? Number 3, there is nothing else that can replace my focus. Oh, I kind of like that card. Wow. I like it. I like it for you because Sagittarius, the centaur, right? And the bow and arrow is about focus. You have a focus. You have something that you are passionately driven towards. Keep your focus. Allow yourself to rest. Does it feel good to overthink things? I'm just going to ask you that. Just the way all these vines are wrapped around this person's head. An obsession. I feel like a little bit of like a 9 of Swords energy, which is really funny because that's actually come up a couple times in terms of advice and then outcomes for people. It's also a 3. And I'm thinking like 9 of Swords. Just Swords energy. 3 of Swords perhaps. There might be a bit of a... There's a temporary, right... I won't cry for you. Was that the one that was, yeah. Sometimes when it is over, closure must be created, not just found. Maybe that's not what was it? It's a, which one was it? I don't know. I'm just getting it. I feel like I've said it, but maybe I haven't. Is a sense of, yeah, okay, this one. A sense of self-sacrifice right now for something greater in the future. Gilded regret is at the bottom. Gilded regret. Okay, we're reading them, right? We're reading them. Number 5. If I feel like living in the past, please give me 5 more minutes to linger. Now, if this person didn't have such really kind of healthy cards that came out to start with, I would say I think this person is dwelling too much on their past, and they are, you know, like something that is gilded. You've put something of more value over top of something of less value, like, you know, like stainless steel. Not to say that stainless steel isn't valuable. Honestly, it's just the way our society looks at things, what has value and what doesn't. But just looking at our society and the monetary value, let's just put it that way. Putting gold, like a gold leaf on something like that, like to gild it. So you're almost making it better than it really was. But I feel like this person is peeling that off. But I do feel like they need to linger in their past. I feel like living in the past, please give me 5 more minutes to linger. So this person, it's almost like maybe the final hour of maybe some sort of healing process that they're going through. And they're taking off that gold leaf and really looking at what was underneath everything. You know, it's funny. I wondered why the song was going in my head. And I thought, I don't know why it's in my head. It's not, I don't really like it. And I thought, I've been thinking about, like, while I'm doing this reading, I use both hemispheres of my brain. Time here. So I'm viewing your reading, and I'm also thinking about why is the song going in my head, and I don't really like it. But I used to like it, but I don't really like it now. It's a really old song, and most of you probably don't know it. Ian Thomas has been going through my head lately. It's really crazy weird. He's an older singer, and he's Canadian. And I think only like a couple of his songs maybe went big outside of Canada. What is this song called? They're still alive in old movies. Jack Benny. I don't know. But this song is so old, like it bothers me. It's an old song, but then it talks about nostalgia about things even older. I just feel like, you know, just put it to rest. Whatever. So that's funny because I kind of feel like that's kind of this process. Like, just peeling off that gold leaf, like, you know what, this shit wasn't that great. Just so obsessing over it. Like, just get over it and move on. It's a little bit of that. But no, I think this person is in process. Anyways, maybe I had to work through that with the stupid songs in my head. I like many of his songs, but that one I just think, like, whatever. Maybe reminisce about things that have more meaning in your life. I think that's what I would say to Ian Thomas about that one. Reminisce about things that have more meaning in your life. I don't know. Something bothers me. I wish it would go away. I don't even know what the song's called. So you won't know it. It's just my little, hissy fit in here reading. Okay. Who they really are. Alone in the world. The King of Cups. Well, that's really interesting. Oh, this person has deep feelings. Really, really deep. Really deep. Oh, that's Scorpio too. The King of Cups is actually Scorpio. So this person is looking into deep, deep things here. They're looking at deep issues within themselves, probably touching on metaphysical and spiritual understandings about themselves, how they fit into all of that. I'm also getting to, like, they're protected. They're protecting themselves. So you just see the way he's sitting here in that big sort of rounded chair, like a shell, and the ocean is crashing against him, like, not even touching me. Got his cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever it is. And actually, both his hands are in his lap, and he's balancing the cup. Like, so, like, if there's a lot of perhaps commotion or turbulence around them, they're completely protecting themselves from that. Not interested in that right now. They're not interested. I guess maybe too, like, there's something they can't deal with. I have to deal with my own stuff here. I can't be dealing with things that are outside of me that really aren't that important right now. I almost feel like I'm channeling this person. I just can't deal with that shit right now. The mask they hide behind. Is this me? Well, I think they know who they are. Oh. Interesting. Okay. The Queen of Coins. This is, now, it's almost like that this is the mask, though. The Queen of Coins. So perhaps this person looks very diligent in terms of how they manage their home, how they manage their finances, how they are at work. Maybe they have their own business. They're doing really, really well. Is this me? Because it's a question and the mask they hide behind, I feel like it goes a little bit back and forth. Like, they're presenting in a way that people are thinking, I don't know if they fully figured out who they are right now. What's going on with them? I don't know who they are. They've seemed to, this Sagittarius, this person has really changed a lot. I don't know who they are. But I think that they are finding different parts of themselves in this deep reflection. And one of the ones that's very, very prominent is, it's funny, like, I'm getting Cancer energy over this card. Like, maybe because they're alone, like, so it's got that homebody energy, like your home, your secrets, your seclusion. Maybe that's why it feels like it. But I would put this more like Virgo. 6th house, service to others, work, day-to-day routines, relationships with who you work with. So, yeah, they could be trying to understand who they are in terms of people that they work with, how they work with themselves. Like, it's really, I think there's a part of this person that is yet to be revealed. But it seems like a healthy process. Now, why they hide their true selves? The Ace of Cups. Oh, this person wants, they want a new beginning. And they don't want it to be turbulent, right? Because they're trying to prevent any turbulence from affecting them. Emotional turbulence. They're seeking emotional balance. That 20. I love having these cheat cards because I keep going back there. And these are, I just find these so profound. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created, not just found. You have to actively create closure in yourself. You can't just sit passively and hope for the best. So they are in process and they want their new beginning to be pure. And to, like, tears to me are not purity. That's really not what meant to come out of your eyes. It's meant to be water, purified. They're purifying themselves maybe purifying ancestral, like with the blood, ancestral traumas. And they're looking for the clear waters. How this affects your relationship today for tomorrow. The Death card. Well, definitely. Wow, Scorpio. Again, with the King of Cups. Who they are. Who they really are. I mean, maybe this person is a Scorpio. It's a rebirth. I mean, it's almost like there's that sense of sacrifice for a new beginning. The death process now, like a time of winter now for spring in the future. And this does feel very wintry, alone in the world, seclusion. Okay, advice for you, perchance to dream. The Four of Swords, resting, resting and healing. Wow, that's so beautiful. Really, oh yeah, just rest and heal. You continue to rest and heal. You actually won't be allowed to move forward in this until you do. I just see this one sword that sits in front of this individual with a bird on top. It's almost like you moving forward in this or with this person or whatever is kind of guarded. Go into your dreams, like really go into your dreams right now. There are answers perhaps that you are looking for that you are going to find in your dream state. Because it does say, if you sleep long enough, when you wake up, the pain will have gone. So your process might be different from this person's process. This person might engage in a lot more conscious exploration of past and pain and disappointment. It looks like for you, yours is a subconscious level through sleep even. Outcome if you follow the advice. Seven of Coins. Maybe you already have an obsession, either with this person or with something that this person stirs in you. Because this is like giving, like, look at it. You'll see it. This obsession, you'll have an answer for it. And I feel like that will come to you through your sleep, through dream. And even if, like I know, like, not everybody, so this isn't perfect advice for everyone, because some people dream and they don't remember them at all. Like I have like a whole other life that goes on in my dreams. And then, but my mom, she has always, like, hardly ever remembers any of her own dreams. And she's always said that, I have no idea what goes on. I don't remember any of it. But, right, like, everybody's different that way. So what I would say is, things that, like, even perhaps meditation for you, opening up your third eye, or just sitting quietly, you know, reading a book, and sometimes your mind will wander and you'll just stare off in the distance, and then things kind of come to you. I feel like that may happen for you. There's some sort of subconscious work for you here. The Star, the Nine of Swords. Look at that. Talk about healing. Healing from mental anxiety. Maybe this person, maybe you, maybe both of you are working through some sort of mental anxieties from things that have happened in the past. And healing it. You're both healing it in your own way. And give each other space to do that. I don't know if I want to add the karma cards to this. This feels so clear. I'll just do it. Whoa. Oh. Okay, so who they really are, they are Venus. So they're beautiful. This person is very beautiful. On the inside, this person seeks love, wants to give love, be love, share love, have love. Okay, so that's nice. Now, the attraction of pleasure from good times. I kind of feel like because this person is so isolating themselves, that they are looking kind of beyond that. The attraction of pleasure from good times. Maybe they're even looking at how they've attracted pleasure into their lives from the past, in the past, on good times. Like, again, it's that gilded regret. I feel like they're actually peeling off the gold leaf here and looking at things for what they truly were. They might be looking too at their process. Maybe this person in the past, oh yeah, I'm getting that. This person in the past may have been more inclined to go directly towards pleasure without really thinking, and it's a good time right now. I have an attraction, like just feeling that sort of impulsive energy. But too, what this really represents, though, with Taurus and Libra to me is like Libra finding a balance in it, and Taurus being very slow and steady about it. So like, I feel like this is part of like who they really are, is finding that strength in themselves. But I think this person is very, very beautiful on the inside, or maybe even on the outside. Well, everybody is really. Well, everybody has a different taste. Okay, the mask they hide behind. Oh, no. In the 6th house, I was telling you, this is like I was getting this Cancer energy, but it's obviously Virgo. Service to others, what is good for us and your work. So this person might be, you may just see who they are through their work. I mean, they are coming across as that. Service to others, what is good for us. So they might look like a bit of a team player. I'm looking at my cheat sheets again. I'm trying to learn too much at once. I think I'm probably not going to absorb any of this. I'll have cheat sheets forever. Yeah, relationship. Oh, I said that. Relationship, who you work with. So who they hide behind, or what, who they hide behind. Well, that's interesting that I said that. I don't know. Is this person hiding behind somebody at work? But I still get the Cancer vibe from it. The home. I don't know. Why they hide their true selves. Excuse me, I just choked on my words. Isn't that weird? I was about to talk and I just choked on my words. Why they hide their true selves in Leo. This person might be a Leo. They might be, okay, well, oh, what did I talk about? Because as I was describing who kind of they might have been more of in the past, it had a very fiery energy to it. Fire signs are like that. Like, this is a good time. Let's go. Let's have fun. Do it. So I feel like there is some sort of, I don't want to say repression, because this feels like more of an alchemization of who they are. Choking on their words. Maybe they've said things in the past that haven't worked out so well for them. So they're learning to kind of hold themselves back. Hold themselves back and really come into process with closure. Not just waiting for it to happen and hoping for the best, but being actively involved in it. Leadership, the creativeness of do what you want to do. Do what you want to, and I think this person has often been, I'm going to do what I want to do, and then let's see what happens. So it's also like, that's a form of leadership, but now this is a different form of leadership. Like, that's a form of self-leadership, and now this is a different form of self-leadership that this person is working through, which feels more like self-contained. It's kind of like going from a yang to a yin energy, from a masculine to a feminine. And yeah, well, who this person really is, though, is Venus. Oh, now I have the Venus song. Is that the Bangles? No. Who is that? Oh, yeah, baby, she's got it. That's a better song to have in my head. It's a little more fun than the Ian Thomas one. How this affects your relationship. In Aquarius. Oh, that's interesting. Genius to experiment with. the discoveries of, resulting from the eccentricity of. Well, this could end up being a very eccentric relationship. This could be a relationship that I want to say could, just thinking of Aquarius too, the house placement representing friends. What else we have? Groups and organizations, ambitions and wishes, long-term dreams and visions. Oh, advice for you. Dreams and visions. Long-term dreams and visions. Establishing those. So you're meant to establish your long-term dreams and visions here. Harmony, working together. I really feel like this is something that could start off as a friendship, or is a friendship, and may progress into something else. It could be very eccentric. This is really like two energies that people, or maybe even yourselves, would maybe not see coming together. Discovering things in each other, though, because they're so different, it actually creates like a really great magnetism, like a north and a south pole. Maybe there's something about that. Like maybe your north and south pole and your north and south pole, your north and south node and their north and south node somehow, I don't even, can those things conjunct? You know what I'm saying? I just hear this in so many readings. I'm like, conjunct, conjunct, conjunct. I'm just going to shut up now and read the tarot. Advice for you. Oh, and Sagittarius. You be you. Your highest ideals, the rules of, get it out to the world, and I don't know. So maybe there's something you need to work on right now. Maybe there is something you need to work out, but work out and get it out there. You be Sagittarius in the best way possible. But I feel like there's a part of this, you're going to get direction, you're going to get insight, and even higher ideals about what your dreams and ambitions and wishes are. Focus on that. Right? What was the obsession? Was there is nothing else that can replace my focus. Okay, so outcome if you follow the advice. In the 8th house, Scorpio. Personal power, the mysteries of life, a major change. Ooh. Well, this obsession reminds me of the 3 of Swords. And the 7 of Coins is trying to figure your way out of that. So a major change would probably be nice. A major change. And personal power. Perhaps even understanding the deeper mysteries of life here. In Gemini's at the bottom. Information to explain. Communications about, resulting from the fluctuations of. That almost feels like this person's process. Right? I choked on my words. Why they hide their true selves. So looking for information to explain and communicate about the fluctuations of them, like who they are. Even just coming to terms with that. I don't even need the teeny tiny tarot. Your person was really easy to read. I like that. I like that, Sagittarius. That's really interesting. So that's what I got for you. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to use a tarot and oracle deck. I'm going to ask 3 specific questions. I'm going to ask what they would tell you, if they could tell you anything and there was no consequences, there was no judgment, what they would tell you. And then, well, why don't they tell you that? That's the second question. It's probably linked to like the possibility of consequences and judgment. But anyways, we'll look at that. It's been interesting to look at. And then their deepest thoughts about you and this situation. So that's what I'm going to do, Sag. Thank you so much, my friends. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.